Dirt Everyday Extras go live every weekday on Motor Trend On Demand. Here's an example of an episode you missed last week.
This Dirt Everyday Extra, we're going to answer some viewer questions. If you are a viewer of Dirt Everyday, you watch us on Motor Trend On Demand, maybe you've seen it on YouTube or Netflix, and you have any questions about a project that you're working on, feel free to get a hold of us through social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram. There's Dirt Everyday, there's 4 by Fred Williams, even Dirthead Dave has an Instagram page. You can send us questions and we will try to answer them as best we can, help you guys out with your projects, whatever it is you're working on. So I have a question here from Pete Meyer. It's kind of an obscure question because he just has a picture of a Suburban towing a trailer, and on the trailer there is what looks to be a Jeep JK Wrangler chassis. And then below that he says CJ6 with an LS motor or crew cab Willys pickup for a body. So I'm assuming he has this chassis and he's trying to figure out what to do with it. The Jeep JK chassis are awesome. They're fully boxed, they're really beefy, they're such overkill for a Wrangler, and so they're great platforms to build off of. Plus, being a Jeep and being a Wrangler, there is a ton of aftermarket support. There's lots of bolt-on suspensions, there's engine swaps, motor mounts, skid plates, everything you would want for that chassis is available out there. If you want to put 1-ton axles under it or you want to use stock axles, there's suspensions and kits and everything for that. Plus there's like aluminum fuel tanks that you can put in it. So it's a great platform to build something custom off of. Now he's asking, should he put a CJ6 on it or a crew cab Willys pickup truck? I know for a fact that last year the guys from 4 Wheel and Off-Road magazine built a CJ6 on a JK chassis, and they built it for Ultimate Adventure. Vern Simons over there built that vehicle in his shop, and it turned out really cool. They didn't put an LS engine in it, they put the small Cummins 2.8 liter, and one thing he had to do was cut and shorten the chassis. There's actually a place right in the middle of the chassis where you can cut out the welds and then compress the chassis together, or cut the frame some and compress it together and then weld it back together if you want to adjust the wheelbase. I believe the wheelbase on a JK is 116 inches, which if you were building a crew cab Willys pickup truck, which was Peter's other idea, I think it would be almost perfect for that. You could build a really cool truck that I haven't seen before, or haven't seen very many of before, where you could take a Willys pickup truck and graft the back of another cab onto the cab, try to make it a 4-door, and then put a cool little bed on the back of that, maybe a flatbed or maybe some sort of shortened Willys pickup bed, and I think you'd end up with something really cool. That chassis is a great platform. The only issue with that chassis when building sort of a resto mod is it's really tall. The earlier Jeep TJ and LJ chassis are not as big, so whenever Mopar comes to Moab, then Jeep Design, and they build their kind of resto mod trucks that they've done in the past, where they did like a Willys wagon and an FC. They often put those on a TJ or LJ frame, but those frames are getting harder to find, and the JK frames are out there very abundant. In fact, you can go to the dealer and buy a brand new one for somewhere between $1,000 or $2,000. So you'd have a brand new, really straight chassis that you could then put a body on. And I think that a crew cab Willys truck with a hot motor, whether it's an LS or a Hemi or even one of those little Cummins diesels, would be a really cool project I've never seen before. So that's my suggestion. Go with the Willys pickup truck. The CJ6 has already been done. It's really cool. The CJ6s are great, but they got that stupid hump you got to climb over every time you want to get in and out of the thing, like a CJ5, which I have one and I love it, but I hate it at the same time. So do the Willys pickup truck, Peter, and let us know when you get it finished. That's it for Dirt Everyday Extra. We're going to answer more viewer questions in the future, but we'll see you guys next time.
If you need more Dirt Everyday Extra, go sign up right now.